Hey everyone, it's Don. On this episode of The Naturalist, I visit the 2026 Columbus Bonsai Society annual bonsai show. So let's go. In this episode, I'll visit the Columbus Bonsai Society bonsai show held at the Franklin County Fairgrounds in Hilliard, Ohio. In the course of the episode, I'll first take us on a little walk around the main display of bonsai submissions by the society members, and then we'll pick up with a workshop provided by award-winning bonsai artist Mark Arpag, who will take us through the styling of a juniper pre-bonsai, essentially, from the initial pruning decisions, production of gins, the wiring, decisions on branch selection, all the way through the potting stage. So join me as we take a tour around the show. Let's go. Let's take a look around the exhibit at the Columbus Bonsai Society annual meeting. This is the main display area. There are also lots of vendors and workshops and things happening today. And so this is an American larch. I'm not going to go through the details of every tree, but I'll get some highlights. That's an interesting tree. Texas ebony. Has a look of a prickly ash. Might be related. Here's a large jade. California red-tip jade. These are the kinds commonly grown indoors. In a nice forest planting, basically. Lots of accent plants here. Willow leaf fig. Korean hornbeam with nice small leaves. Kind of comes that way, but that really enhances the age and scale effect.
Yeah, it's crazy now. It's probably just like
there's a super thick trunk trident maple. You see that it had a trunk chop at some point and regrown. Green Island ficus, beautiful. Multi-trunk.
Somebody kept stealing your pots. That is a problem in some places.
Here's a boxwood. I've been starting to work on some boxwoods. Nice pad development. There's a number of nice pines here of different species. This one's called limber pine in essentially a literati style. Beautiful. Hi. Japanese black pine. Really thick trunk. That's definitely an old tree. 35 years, it says. There's an interesting accent. Eastern red cedar. Lots of nice deadwood. Starting to work on one of those myself. Lace bark elm with minuscule leaves. It's really cool. You get the feeling for the lace bark under there. tiny privet. This is a beautiful tree. Satsuki azalea. Really nice display. Pitch pine. On other parts of my channel, I see these out in the wild quite a bit. It's neat to see one as a bonsai. It's a first for me, for sure. I checked the needle clusters, and indeed there are 3 needles there. So, really nice. That is thought to be 30 or more years old. Trident maple. There's a little Japanese white pine. It really stands out against that black curtain background. That's nice. Azaleas, weeping fig. There's a ginkgo, roughly similar in size to what I'm developing at the moment. Nice leaf reduction. Out in nature, their leaves are twice that size normally. There's a Scots pine. That's about the 4th or 5th species of pine we've seen. This I've been starting to play around with. This is, I think, it's an ivy, or is it Virginia creeper? I'm not sure. Being used as an accent for this really nice red pine here. Wow. That's a beautiful tree. So that's the main exhibit. And then there are a variety of vendors of trees and pots and equipment. A couple of different workshops going on. And it's been busy all day. So you're considering the side you're looking at the front at the moment, right?
Well, sometimes if you can't find the front, you find the back.
Oh, sure. Okay.
And then that leads you to the front. But when I tipped this, I liked what this came out of a curve at the perfect spot. This is all too long, but this has the potential to be valuable. And sometimes where I leave a branch that I think is going to be useful and then it's not, it winds up making a better gin than it ever did a branch. So I always look for taper in branch. So this is thick, and there is some taper out to here, but if I can have direction change after an inch, this is substantially thinner, but over time this will acclimate and create a better branch. So looking towards the future.
Yeah.
So I won't cut this whole thing off here. I'll cut some of this stuff off and then gin this, leave it long, and then see if it fits at all. This time of the year is great. Score it to stop it from tearing.
Is this a good time for 30% in general, or is it styling heavy?
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't have to be like fall, or some say fall, some say spring.
So there's a difference with plants. This is a young, vigorous plant. He said, maybe 6 to 10 years old. A lot of growth.
Yeah.
It's different than an old juniper that you dug up from the garden that maybe you have to be a little more sensitive with the roots. Right. Now this zips off so nicely. So I know this is too long, but once the design starts to come together, I can decide whether I want to shorten it or remove it. So I know you're an artist. This is like the sketch version. Okay, you haven't quite gotten to the painting yet, but you're starting to, yeah.
So at some point you'll be making here just so that it's not taking over your whole route.
That's a great front too.
Yeah.
That would be, yeah, right there.
Actually, I will use wires so I can see the stone. I don't want to black data. The wiring is cool. Usually it's flat wires before, but without wires, I tell them.
I've all but fallen in love with this angle here.
Yeah.
Once you turn it that way, I can see where your interest is going.
Yeah. I'll try and work from the back a little bit so you can see
It's got a
that.
nice curve.
Yeah.
I'll do some more cleaning.
I wired the whole trunk on this side. Got someone around after he does. But I wired the entire trunk. I'm gonna give it a full styling, a bonsai style. Just try to see, give it a more traditional look, maybe hopefully. It was kind of long and slender, so I just actually shake the whole little thing. So, I'm jamming that. I just got to climb it up. Yeah, these were, we had it like this size, $40 yesterday, but it was one thing deal. We were only two, and then I got them one for one.
big decision.
Well, you know, I let the governor call and everything before I make the decision. Sometimes I even get Democratic and let the audience
Decide? Oh, okay.
decide.
Uh-huh.
Well, at least the illusion of,
Yeah.
like real government.
Yeah, right.
Some of this stuff you're gonna find out it's easier when you got it now, when you're just having your hand. Once you get it in your pocket, then you're gonna try to wire, you're gonna try to shape on. It gets a little difficult. So some of the stuff really
Yeah.
more, you want to clean it out mostly and before you pot it.
That's right. I think that decision's been made. Yeah.
I'll let it talk to me.
Uh-huh.
It's harder to encourage ranging. So if you got it now, it's already there. You don't have to take it off. Sometimes people take off more at the beginning. Once you get going, they take off maybe probably where later boy, I should have taken it off. But it is harder to get it later. Especially if you take it off. The energy goes through the stalks and forward and forward. So when the energy is flowing, you want to encourage the areas that are weaker, and you're going to finish the areas stronger. So you can finish the more and more ones. If you're trying to compartmentalize it, then keep everybody's on space.
Head to him.
Energy. We want energy, strength. We don't want a strong area and weak area. We want all.
Now, are you going to treat those gins with anything?
Not now.
Not now?
Typically, we let them dry out. I might wire them now to get them into a shape, but it's best if they dry out and then you lime sulfur them.
Yeah. Okay. What's the best source for lime sulfur around here? Just online somewhere? Or?
Usually, I don't know, Rob.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Easy enough.
It smells awful, but it does the job. So
Yeah.
do it outside.
Yeah. Right,
Yeah.
of course.
What a lover. Huh?
One in a million.
Okay, start the. So sometimes, like this, I've got this gin here, and I've got this. This is too long, but I'm hoping to have some sort of a relationship between the living and the dead. This probably will not have any family members hanging around. I don't know that it'll be that long, but I think I'm going to wire that as well. This is a healthy tree. It's got buds on the trunk all over the place.
Yeah.
Good indicator of health. Not so good for creating bonsai. Just, helpful in terms of building.
that aluminum or copper?
Copper.
Copper, yeah. That's what I use.
How do you
Copper
like?
is
He doesn't have lip
my choice.
Yeah.
Aluminum's cheaper, but everything about copper is better to me.
Yeah. What in what way? How would you?
When you can use smaller gauge to get the same hold.
Yeah.
It doesn't stretch like aluminum does.
Right.
It ages, gets patina when it's on the tree.
Yeah, those are good.
Because it's annealed wire, once it's bent, it holds even better.
Right. It's hardened. Yeah.
Yeah, so in every way, and I like the way it looks. Everything about copper to me is superior.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good. That's what I use, and I need another reason to keep using it. That's good enough for me.
Yeah. I know you can recycle aluminum wire too, but copper is somewhat expensive to buy. But I save the scraps, and we call it our sushi fund. Speaking of sushi, we had a great sushi dinner last night.
Yeah, there you go.
It was very good. Really good. I really like this movement in here that it gave me. When the tree gives you quirky bends, use them. You can quote me on that one.
Well, it's going to be on camera now, so.
One of the worst things when you're working with copper wire and you're trying to save, so you cut it short, but then you wire it and it's too short.
Yeah.
You kick yourself for being such a cheapskate. So this looks a little too healthy for a gin. I need to put a little drama.
Wear and tear on it?
Yeah. I didn't want it this long anyways, but when you leave it long, that gives you the room to sort of dial your gin in too, and give it some character.
Oh, I'm just the runner. I'm just the bearer of bad
Medieval carving tool.
So I have that exact same one. I don't know, are they still making them?
They're, yes, not this exact one. There's another newer model that they're making. Yeah. Yeah.
We've already allocated this area.
They're a great tool though, aren't they?
Oh, I love it. Yeah, it's got chips in it.
You ever try to sharpen it? You should be able to sharpen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost took my finger off. It may fall off in a minute anyways, and I just, you know, like the old gunshot, the guy's standing and then all of a sudden
He falls, yeah.
I think I dodged the bullet.
Yeah. Are you looking for the front of the pot as well? Yeah.
So you can see it has a rustic, wonky edge. And sometimes there's things that give you an indication of where you would like that to be. So I like to have something sort of giving weight to the outside and have it dip down a little bit, like there's a little swell here or a little swell here on the outgoing side.
I see, yeah.
Highly scientific.
Yeah, well, it's thoughtful at least.
I like this pot. It's very rustic. But this morning, during my walkthrough critique, I talked about one potter whose pots I greatly admire, April Grigsby, and she chamfers the holes inside and outside, and it's two things. It's attention to detail, and it also is very effective. Like, I'm struggling to get these wires through because this is so rough and these are so small. It shouldn't be like that. About the Nabari, the root base. Every other style, Nabari is a big important feature. We don't want a terrible Nabari, it's just not a major factor. This tree will welcome a repotting.
Yeah, it's pretty root bound.
That's what I was wondering, because I get stuff from it all the time.
Yeah.
And my failure with them has been the watering, because it's just such a bricky work.
Where did this material come from?
California.
So basically, a great tool, and we work from the trunk out, sort of combing the roots and exposing whatever Nabari might be there.
Nursery is actually in Numa for me, where they actually mine food. That comes from
Looks great in the pot.
I think you're doing the work. Thank you.
They make a good couple.
Well, that's beautiful right here.
Okay, I need a volunteer from the audience. Okay, you're strong, aren't you? How old are you? 12? You're strong. What's your name? William. Okay. There are wires that are going underneath and I have to twist them to make it tight from the bottom. So I need you to do your best to get these and hold it like that. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Want me to hold it so you can see what we did? Yeah. Thank you. Do we have a hand for William?
All right, William.
Okay. So that's just about it on this rascal. And I'll take a look from the back, see if I want to dial anything in. But let's see. Raise it up again. Somewhere in there, the front. Let me take it out of the tray. Good. It's terrible with a light background.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Well, the door's unfortunately open, but
yeah, that doesn't help us much, but. A few little things. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Funky enough for you?
yeah, very nice, very nice. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thanks, guys.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode on one of my current passions, and I'd like to give special thanks to Mark Arpag for allowing me to film his progress as he produced a beautiful bonsai from a juniper pre-bonsai. And to the Columbus Bonsai Society for just putting on the show in the first place. This reminds me I'm due to make an episode on my own bonsai collection and perhaps style something for you on camera. And so until I do, this is Don signing off. Take care. Bye-bye.